Hello guys, welcome back to another Android session. I will start from where I left things off in the previous video. I will be teaching you some SQLite again in this video. Okay, first things first. I made a new application, a new Android application, and now let's make the helper class for our SQLite. We'll make a new package called database and inside it we'll have a class. We'll call this SQLite helper like this. Next thing, we'll extend SQLite open helper for this, and let's implement the methods, override the methods on create and on upgrade. And the next thing, we'll make a constructor out of the SQLite helper class. We'll get SQLite helper and pass context to this, and inside it we call super, and here we pass our context to this and give a name for our database. We'll call this app data. And the next thing, we provide now null for the database handler error, and the version will be 1. Okay, so let's go to onCreate where we provide the onCreate actions, and here we'll call the SQLite database .exec_sql, and here we'll create a new table. Create table. We'll call this user, and inside it we'll have a ID of integer and primary key and auto increment. And next thing, we'll have a name, of Vacha 20, and we'll make a mobile of Vacha 20 as well, and finally we'll have a password of Vacha 20 like this. Okay, so the database onCreate is over. Now let's go for on upgrade. Here we'll have the SQLite database .exec_sql, and here we say drop table user like this. And the next thing, we'll call onCreate and call the SQLite database inside this, and let's save this. Okay, we have made the helper class for our work. Now let's make the layout for our work. we'll go to activity main, and here first thing we'll have a text view. It will be there in the top. We'll drag this up and place it here, and we'll give the name of this text as user information, and we'll change the text size to 20 sp, and we'll change the text color to color primary. No, we'll change the text color to purple 200, like this. And the next thing, we'll have some edit text. First one will be wrap content, and height will be also wrap content, and we'll have a hint for this called name, and we'll have next thing, we'll have I have our text as at null, and after that we'll have our constraint top to bottom of as. Here in the text view we give id for the text view. It will be txt, and here we provide the id txt, and after that constraint left of left will be parent, and constraint right of right will be also parent, and we'll give a width for our edit text. The width will be 200 sp, no, 250 sp, like this. The next thing, we'll give margin top for our text view edit text as 10 sp. Now we'll give the margin top as 25 sp, like this. And now let's give id for our text view. The id will be name, and after that let's copy this twice. Copy, paste and paste. The second text will be pass, and the third one will be mobile, and here the top to bottom will be name, and here it will be pass, like this. And in the second one we'll provide the password hint, and for the third one we'll provide a mobile hint, like this. And we'll give some text style as input type as text person name for the first one, and the input type for the second one will be text password, and for the mobile it will be input type will be number. Alright, we have made our three fields. Now let's have some buttons. We say button wrap content, and the text will be save, and we provide these constraints, copy these constraints and put them here, and here we provide the ID as mobile so that it will go right below the mobile, like this, and we'll give a width for our button as 250 sp, like this, and here the text color will be no background will be primary dark, like this. We'll have another button. It will have the bottom of, we'll give ID for our first button. The ID will be save, and for the next button the ID will be search, and here we provide the save ID, and we'll give a margin top for our second button. The margin top will be 10 sp, and we'll give a color for our background. For the second button we'll give the color as hash ff23. The color will be this. Now let's get a color for our button. Colors RGB, and here I'll select a brown one. I'll get this hash value and paste it here. This will be background tint, and we'll give a margin top for the first button. Margin top will be 10 sp. Okay, so we made our layout right now, and the next thing is to go to the main activity to provide the code for our layout. Okay, first of all let's have a method, on click place for our on click place for our button. First save button, we say on click, and we make a method called save data, and we'll click on the red bulb and create event handler in the main activity, and we'll do the same for the second button as well. The on click will be search data, and we'll create the method like this. Now what we'll do is we'll go inside the save data method to save our data. We'll have to remember the IDs and the texts. Here first thing, we'll have string name equal to find view by ID r.id id.name, and we'll click on the red bulb, and now we have to cast this. we'll say edit text like this. No, we don't need to cast this. We'll say dot get text. Actually, we'll cast this. Here we say edit text, and here we say dot get text dot toString. Now let's copy this twice and paste it twice, and here this will be mobile, this will be password, and here this will be mobile, and this will be password pass. And now let's use the SQLite helper. SQLite helper equals new SQLite helper, and here we'll provide the context as this, and the next thing we'll make SQLite database db equals to helper.getWritable database, like we did in the earlier video. And now let's say db.execsql. We'll have to insert the values, insert into user, and here we'll give name mobile and password like this. And the next thing we'll say values, and here we'll first give the name, and the next thing will be mobile, we'll have the values, and here we'll say name first, and the next thing we'll say mobile, and here we'll concat this, and we have another field, we'll provide the password like this. Now the query for insert is complete, and the next thing we'll copy this from here and paste it 3 times. We'll make this one here mobile, and here one password, and we say set text, and we provide null, so that when we save, these fields will become null when we pass to the next thing. Here also set text null. Finally, we'll have a toast. The toast will say success fully saved, like this. And let's now make the search data button. Here we'll copy this SQLite helper class and paste it here, and we'll copy the mobile text edit text view, and here we say cursor data equals to db.drawQuery, and here we say select all from user where mobile equals to mobile, and here we say null. Let's close this from here, and we'll have a if for data dot move to next. And the next thing, we'll have our edit text from here and paste them here, and we say set text data dot get string data dot get selected index data dot get column index, and provide the name of the field for name first. Here we say data dot get string and select the first index. No, the first index. We'll do the same for the password. We'll say pass here, and here the get string will be 2. Okay. Now the next thing, we say view dot on we'll go here and we say view dot on view dot on long click listener, and here we say new view dot on new view dot on u dot on long click listener, and we'll make this like this. We say view dot on long click listener. Here we say new view dot on long click listener, and here actually we don't need this right now. I was gonna teach you about the long click listener. Let's try it again. We'll say view dot on long click listener equals to new view dot on long click listener, and here inside the view we'll have our, we'll copy this edit text from here and we paste it here, and we say view and close this and say set text to null, and we'll close this from here. We'll say return true. Okay, now everything is set up. All we need to do is run this application. Let's run this by clicking on run now. Alright, now inside our application we'll provide a name, a password as 143, and mobile as 1234567 and we'll press on save. Now our data got saved. Let's click on save. Actually here we have to change this to search and we'll provide our mobile ID here. We'll run this again freshly. And here we'll give a name, we'll give Kulesh, password 123, mobile 143 and save this. Now it got saved, and we'll provide 123 and search 143 and search, and we got our values inside our text fields. When we search for our values, we got our password and our name just like that. Here Here we'll long press. Here we long press this. Now we'll give a new name. We'll give the name as Alex Rider, password as 456 and mobile as 456 also, and save this. It got saved, and let's say 456 in the mobile field and search for the user, and we got Alex Rider and the password just like that. So this is what I wanted to show you in this video. So here until now we've learned about the SQLite database and how to store data in separate fields in the SQLite persistent storage. And so we are finished for SQLite from here, and I'll come back with another lesson another day. Until then, goodbye guys, and please take care.